Welcome to this episode of Word Up. Thank you for joining us with my friend, Ciaran Franco. Snap! I love the wee snappity snap in the middle, actually. It's great. I just did that because I want to actually tell this. Yeah. Do you ever see whenever you're opening your phone?
Yeah.
And it doesn't recognise your face?
Yeah, I feel grim after. It's badly out of self-confidence.
It really is. You're like, I've either gained or put on a lot of weight, and judging by how my lifestyle's been, it's not been... Like it's not been lost weight.
Do you ever get when you're applying for something and you have to send in a photo of your face for it, and you're lying like that? It's like for you're signing up for Deliveroo or something.
I want a Monzo account. I want a Revolut account.
It's for a betting account. I was trying to get one out. This makes me feel even lower that I have to send it.
It does. You're like, I want a Tombola account, and then it makes you like say all the numbers like 3, 5, 4, 7, 2. Now turn your face to the side so we can get in.
I'm trying to gamble
You're
here.
basically getting a mugshot of yourself. It's actually more shame. I have felt more shame doing that than I did getting an actual mugshot at the police station.
I gotta show you. There's a photo from my uncle's wedding, and I look like a disgraced DUP counsellor.
Let me see a disgraced what?
Oh my! There we are.
DUP counsellor.
My phone is now.
Is there any other kind?
Yeah, it's fucking wild. Where's the photo? So I got up early. It was in Las Vegas. My uncle got married in Las Vegas, so I was like, right, I'll get up early and go down and watch the football. But where's? I look fucking disgusted. I look like I've just lost the case.
Sorry. Need to get more oxygen in my... I actually hurt my head there. I'm sorry, Ciaran.
Like
You really... You do look like you've just lost the ballot and you're standing in the local church hall, like telling everybody that you'll be back next year to try again.
I got up at like 6 in the morning.
In the council line.
I got up, it was like 6 in the morning, and I got up and was like, right, I'm going to go down and watch the football. And then the wedding wasn't to 2, so I had like 2 beers and then kind of sobered up and was just in an awful mood.
You do look like you're in an awful mood. Like, you look adorable as well. You look absolutely adorable. Like, I've grown my first mustache and I am not happy about where I have to be right now. Like, you look cute.
Thankfully, the wedding was like a Vegas wedding, so they got married by Elvis in and out, like.
Yeah, in and out. That's what she said.
Do you ever take
You need to show this photo up close, please, Sean, because I actually... Please do. Votal Fudgel McDonald.
No, that's the wedding photo, so I'm like...
Did a professional photographer take this?
Yeah, I'm in the back of it going...
Because I love the fact that you're really standing there like, get me another fucking pint. Do I have to do this?
No, what pissed me off more? I got around, and like a beer in Vegas is like $14, so I got around for the family, but the in-laws were kind of like hanging around the bar as well, and I went, I'm going to have to get them a drink as well. I'm going to have to be polite. And I'm not stingy, like, but at the same time, I was like, it's $14 for a bottle of beer, like. And I was like, what do you want? I'll have like a double vodka Red Bull. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Do you know what you do whenever people say that? See if you go up. I saw a guy do this, actually. It's not my idea, obviously. He goes up to this girl at the bar and he goes, what are you drinking? And I'll get you a drink. And she goes, I'll have like a glass of Cristal. And he goes, what do you drink when you're buying it? You know, that's a really good one. It's like, what do you drink when it's your money?
See, I hate that fancy hotel prices.
Yeah.
See,
did you have to buy that?
I think the round came to something $122, and that was all my spending money.
Jesus.
I was like,
babe.
it was an open bar at the wedding, so I knew that it would be fine. But at the same time, I was like,
it's an open bar at the wedding, and I went, fucking hold your tongue there until you get in and you fill your boots.
That was one of them ones where like, I was so jet lagged. I was like, I'm just gonna have to keep drinking through this, like, and then I can deal with it after.
I remember it was the time I was playing a gig with Matt, and all he said to me was like, I've got us a wee gig. She just texts me and says, we party for her? And he says, I know we used to charge this, but like, she's sort of asking a favour. So I says, we'll do it a wee bit cheaper. Mm-hmm. I said, that's dead on. Yeah. And I turned up and saw everybody like dressed up.
Like to the nines.
And I was going, oh, what the fuck?
I
was like, what type of party is this? I was assuming this was like a 30th or something.
Yeah.
It was no wedding.
And then Matt came in, and for one, I was already annoyed at Matt because he left me to like bring all the gear in from like the car park over in friggin' Corporation Street on my own. And then so he was already in my bad books, and then this girl came over to him and she was wearing a wedding dress.
Oh fuck.
No.
And I
Way.
went, you fucking for real? Like, because weddings, not only are they like, you know, the fucking price that you would play a bar for,
Yeah.
they're more expensive. They're twice the money you get for a wedding than you get playing a
Yeah,
bar.
that's
Yeah, 100%.
like good
And,
money for a wedding. You don't.
So, and I was doing this for buttons, like,
She's
Yeah.
taking the piss.
and I was going like, what the fuck? You didn't tell me it was a wedding. And he's like, she never told me.
So he was stickered as well.
Yeah. And
hell.
we were like,
Bastard.
we'll just have to go with it. And we went to play the wedding.
She knew what
and-
she was doing.
and-
There's a part of me that's really like, fair play, girl.
And you're not going to go,
You know,
fuck
'cause
this. and
you
leave.
mentioned
Yeah.
weddings. See if you go to get a dress dry cleaned and you say, how much for like a formal dress? Say a formal dress.
Yeah.
See if you say it's a wedding dress, they'll be like, yeah,
Raise
it's
the
about
price.
£300. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I said that I
it's
was
a
like,
lot
I
of
said,
pressure.
Matt, fuck you. That's wild and all. And I was
Yeah.
so annoyed at him. But then about 20 minutes later, we were all good. And then I was like, here, I'll get you a drink. And we went up to the bar. And at the time, I was big into fucking drinking like,
Pink gin.
no, like either like a Hennessy and Coke or like Havana 7.
Is it your one?
Yeah, Jesus.
That's like the wee drinks I was like feeling at the time.
I'd have said, put that on the bright tab, please.
So I went to get one of them, and I was like, "Here, do you want one?" And he's like, "Aye, okay." And it was like 30 quid for the 2 drinks.
Fucking
Her
hell.
like, I'm already down money for this gig now.
I couldn't believe it.
Oh
Pretty
my
fucking hell, like.
god. No, she's taking the piss. She knew fine rightly what she was doing.
Yeah, and that was only for singles. Like,
That was only for a single.
yeah,
For 30. And I went, oh.
I have to say, Hennessy and Coke is a fancy drink as well. Like
Yeah.
it's, yeah.
not when you're drinking it in the fucking Foresters.
Yeah, yeah.
No, when you're drinking it in the Forsters, that's just called she needs to go home, dear children.
we done a gig in Madden's. You know the one that
RB Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Love
And like
it. Yeah.
Pete Giffen went down to the barman and went, "Do you do old fashions?" And the barman looked ready like to spark him out.
Yeah.
And he went, "What do you mean old fashions?" He goes, "I got whiskey. Do you want ice in it? Is that a cocktail for you?"
Yeah. Is that a fucking cocktail? It's like you go in what is that, the old joke, you know? You go in and say, can I have a vodka and Coke, please? And they go, don't do cocktails here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that kind of bar.
Yeah, it's like when you go up and say, "Have you got any?" I don't drink. You see, have you got any wee zeros? And they're like, "Zero what?"
Yes.
That happened to me in Madden's. Whenever I was doing that gig, I went down and I was like, mate, because I know what Madden's is like anyway. And I remember years ago, I was like, can I have 2? And I was really drunk at the time. And I was like, give me 2 Guinnesses and a vodka. And he went, it's not 2 Guinnesses. It's 2 Guinness. And I was like,
Fuck.
just fucking pour them, barman, right? Just pour them.
He takes no
right?
shit. It's his brother that cuts my hair. So like they're like chalk and
That's
cheese.
why
Yeah.
you fucking pissed him off so much.
Yeah, no. He was, see that wee Franco kid? Fuck him up. Give him 4 different hairstyles at once.
Yeah.
Never
He
like
doesn't
the
even know.
Spanish.
He wants an old fashioned. There's a fucking cocktail for you.
Old fashioned 80s cut. Like,
Party in the front.
see my ma, she's never slobbered before in her life. And then I went round for Sunday dinner and she keeps speaking to me in an American accent and like being like, you look like someone from who would storm the Capitol. I'm like, where did you learn to pipe up from?
You're like, when did you start watching CNN, mama?
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got TikTok now. I've got TikTok.
All right, Tucker Carlson.
Yeah. Oh, here, my granda, right? My dad's that big Tucker Carlson man. And he was like, they're going to have him shot because he tells the truth. I went, oh, you're in
That's
deep.
one of them
Granda.
awkward
Yeah.
conversation at Christmas
You
dinner.
need to stop watching Fox. Granda, here's the remote. Look, it's this one. You know, whenever you get your granny one of them big, massive remotes so she can't lose.
Yeah, it looks like an iPad basically. It's like just fuck.
It's just, well, we keep threatening to get one of them for our house because I'm always looking for the remote. It's just always lost. So we
My
were gonna
dad's
get-
4 remotes. I'm like, at what stage do you need like a TiVo remote, a fucking volume remote, one to switch on to Amazon Prime? I'm like, at what stage do you just get one remote?
Just use your phone like anybody else. Just cast it.
Can you use your phone now to control?
I had a wee remote control on my phone for it, but then most of the time, if I'm lying in bed, this is how lazy I am. If I can't be arsed looking for the remote, I'll just put whatever app it is, like Netflix, on my phone and then just cast it to the TV.
I need to
instead
get
of-
on that, like, because I can't get on my Netflix account at all.
Why?
It says that there's too many different users using it at once. But I know that one of them's probably my laptop, and it's fucking.
Do you want to know something? My ma, at Christmas time, right? Yeah, I'm calling her right. She rings me and goes, Bronagh, do you know the Netflix? It's always something technical with your man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there was a phone found the other day. Somebody had it up on Facebook, and it had a cover on it, that was like that sort of rose gold that had a tinge of brown in it, and it was one of those covers that
the wee Velcro strap.
and I was like, a wee magnet strap about his me. That phone belongs to a middle-aged woman who wears her glasses on a wee string around her neck and she scrolls with her forefinger. Donna. That's, my mum rings me for things. My next door neighbour's called Denise, and she actually
she has one of them,
but yeah, my ma was ringing me, and she said, Bronagh, I can't get on that Netflix now. I was watching something very good.
Netflix as well. Netflix.
The Facebook.
The Facebook. Drop the. It's much cooler that way, and that was his only contribution to Facebook. But she rang me and she said she couldn't get on Netflix. She was watching something that was very good, and never mind the amount of times I've actually sat in her house and added her onto my Netflix account and yada yada yada. And I went, Ma, do you know what it is? They're doing that thing now where if you don't live in the same house, I said, but I'll send you the code and you get. I went, do you know what? Fuck it, you're worth it. I'll not even send you the code because that's too much technical stuff. For your mother to do. I said, she's worth it. It's Christmas. I want to watch what I'm watching and eat my turkey sandwich. Fuck it, I'm paying the extra £5 a month to add a member on, right? So I did, and I went through the whole rigmarole, put her email address in, did everything for her, sent her the link and went, there you go, mummy, you're now officially on my Netflix account, guilt-free, all above board, blah, blah, blah. She went, oh, don't worry about it, I managed to get it on through Dino's.
I'd be fuming, like...
She was like, it turns out he had a Netflix account. So
he had that there Netflix.
He had that there Netflix, and I just went on his account. I was like,
see, my ma, she's got.
I'm still paying it. I haven't cancelled it yet.
My ma's got at least 2 Netflix accounts of her own.
I just put paying for both as well.
Yeah, that happened to me before.
Because I think she had one initially, right? Because one time my niece was staying in her house and she couldn't get her my sister's Netflix connected, so she was like, I'll just get you one. And so paid for it, then forgot how to log into that one, so started another one and still pays for the other one, doesn't know how to get into it. Then she was upgrading her Virgin TV box. And they were like, do you want to add on a Netflix thing? She was like, aye.
That happened to me with Disney Plus, and I was like, I'm not watching this. It is the worst streaming service of them all, I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
It has the Aldi thing. I watched it last night. I watched that Walk the Lane on it.
I do use it quite a bit. But I have too many streaming services now. It was different whenever there was only one, and you played a wee Netflix and it was grand. The fucking cheeky bastards put it up from $9.99 to $15.99 anyway, and then I pay for the Disney Plus. I pay for Now TV. I pay for... Curtis is listening to this right now going, I pay for this. But yeah, and then because of the Prime Video, did you know they're starting to charge you extra for Prime Video?
They're going to put ads in as well.
Yeah, they're putting ads in as well. Yeah, making us watch it. But I like true crime. So I pay, he pays for this, it's like true crime add-on. Crime investigation or something like that on the Prime.
Well,
so
like
that whenever I go on,
it
gives me all the documentaries about the serial killers, the most depraved people in society. It just brings my life so much joy. It's the best.
Have you watched Catching Killers yet?
I've probably seen it. Yes, I have. That's fucking brilliant.
That's brilliant, right? Know what's good about this? This is going to be a short 30-second advert for Catching Killers because
it's the real detectives.
Yes, and not only that. It's 40 minutes long each episode, so it's not 8 hours long, like a series.
But it's really detailed.
And each episode is a different case. And not only that, they only pick ones where they've caught the fucking killers,
actually, you know who
which
it
is good.
End.
See, I hate watching something for a week, and then you don't. You've binged the whole series, and it's like, we never did find who this was, and you're like, fuck off.
Come back to me whenever you... Yeah, I hate those kind of ones. But you know that Catching Killers? Did you see the one where, because it's real detectives, telling you about the process and stuff and where they were at?
Yeah.
There's one that's quite dark, and it was about the one where all the kids went missing.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that, and like his family, he lost his family and his wife and everything because he was like so fucked up about it, and he was determined to catch this guy. And he went in and he was talking about like finally getting him in the end, and like they don't even know in the end how many kids he got and stuff. And I was like, he really did catch that killer, but he is also a fucking person. It's just, it's very, very good.
I could do feel sorry for them.
You do? You go, I don't know. I thought I wanted to be a cop. Like, and I don't want to be a cop over here. I don't want to be a pisney because you get shit thrown at you and all.
Yeah, like one of my...
Don't throw stuff at the peelers, but, you know, like, in America, no, people hate cops in America too, don't they? Yeah. You hate them everywhere.
Like the old school detectives in the films.
I want to be a
detective.
detective.
Like that. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah.
I'm watching it's not like kind of cop. Do you watch Kin on
Yes,
BBC iPlayer? It's
I haven't.
like
No, now I'm saying that. I got really excited there because of everybody's telling me to watch it.
it's unreal. Like proper good. Like because sometimes you see like Irish gang dramas and it's hard to take them seriously. We're like, we're going down to get the cocaine. Yeah. But this is proper done. It's the guy who plays Daredevil from the Marvel films. It's like an Irish gangster. So it's like
What?
Yeah.
Matt Murdock.
Charlie Cox.
That's actually
It's
him.
Daredevil. It's a blind gangster. Like
Yeah, he's like, I can smell the cocaine down here. Yeah,
That's like washing up better.
yeah.
I can't see bleeding shite.
He sniffs the cocaine and goes, "What do you know? I've got my outside back, mate. Just don't good."
I want to start pitching business ideas.
See, on the fucking subject of subscription services,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it whenever I fucking can, but the Zone, you know, the sports channel, fucking con, man.
Is that the guys in the do like all the La
boxing.
Liga, Syria? Oh no, it's the boxing people.
It's the boxing ones. They maybe do
There's one that does
like,
all the Spanish
the
football and
Spanish
stuff.
ones. Yeah, but the Zone stinkers.
Oh, really?
Like, because me and Tommy were meant to be at Thrones fight in December there, and we had to go home. And so, but obviously I wanted to see Thrones fight.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get a fucking stream up everywhere. I was asking everybody if you a stream for this. Nobody had one.
Used to be back in the day, like you would have got
you
something.
would have got a wee stream. But so I was like, fuck's sake, I'll have to sign up for this channel.
Zone.
But I was like, oh, it's only a month. It's a tenner. I was like, but it means I get to watch it.
I get to watch the
Yeah.
I
fight.
was like, a tenner's fine. And signed up for it. Fight's over. And I was like, right, I'll cancel it straight
Unsubscribe.
away. I'm never going to use it again.
Yeah.
Hit cancel. All this shit. Are you sure you want to cancel? Blah, blah, blah.
Are you really sure? Please don't leave us. Click this if you don't want to cancel. Click this if you don't not want to cancel.
Yeah.
You know,
If you really do not do want actually want to cancel.
We're sorry to lose you message as well. You get
Oh, Jesus.
And,
Please come back to us and we'll give you it for £1. If you could do that in the fucking first place, why didn't you do
It was a
it?
pain in the hole, but I fucking cancelled it anyway. January rolls around, and I looked in my banking up, and a fucking payment came in. And I went, what the fuck? I'm not sure I cancelled that. I was like, I must have done that
They
properly.
did not charge you a cancellation fee.
And I went on and seen if it was cancelled, and it said account cancelled, but it was still allowing me the button to say cancel. And I went,
fuck.
let me see. And I went through that process again, and it says, thank you for cancelling your subscription with us. It was like your cancellation date, the 12th of December 2024. And I went,
What?
what do
Did
you
select
mean?
that, or do they lock you in for a year?
They lock you in for a year. And I was going, that's hardly fucking
No,
legal.
you can't do that. It's not legal.
and-
Sure, you cancelled straight after the fight, and do you know that you have like a 14-day cooldown clause according to Ofcom rules? I know this from working in a call centre. So no matter what you've signed, even if it is legally binding, if you've done it normally within
get
14
14
days.
days.
And I was like, well, I'll
They're trying to
cancel
get
that,
£120 off you.
and then it's charged me again for February, but I let it go through because I tried
Tramps.
messaging.
Next thing you know, he's watching all these fucking boxing
Boxing.
matches. He doesn't give a
Like-
shit about it. He's like, "Do-do-do."
Well, half of the
me
mates will
yourself.
use it.
So like the next thing I tried messaging the customer service. They've taken down all their customer service pages, right? But there's only
Zone, we're calling you out.
AI bot, right? You know what you can
fuck
like.
yeah.
And
One of those ones.
it's like, do you need help with this? Blah blah blah. And eventually, when you get through all the shit, it's like,
It says,
well,
click this link.
we'll just connect you with a human after fucking 20
2
minutes
hours.
Yeah.
of getting through the options. So then somebody starts talking to me, and they says, "What can we help you with?" And I says, told them the story, and says, "I would like to cancel. I was not like, I didn't believe it. I was signing up for a year. I was like, most subscription services allow you to cancel after, cancel what anytime you want." I says, so
Give me back my money.
it's like, I would like to request a sooner, or an immediate cancellation date.
Yeah.
And I would also like to request a refund for the 2 months that I didn't use.
Yeah. Because I did cancel right away.
And he says, sorry, but that's not possible.
What?
Like,
Because you work for a boxing app, you can box.
it's like, you will be charged up until the cancellation date, and this is this can't be changed. You've signed up for a year. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was going, well, surely I can ring the bank and cancel
cancel the direct debit.
It's not direct debit.
What do you mean?
Because you signed up for it with debit card.
What?
So the
Do you know what to
can't
do? Cancel your fucking debit
Well,
card.
that's the
Get a
thing.
new one.
So the debit card expires anyway this month. So
So happy days.
I got a new one. So
Sweet.
So if I'm
Surely that's not legally binding because, I mean, in that case, if you don't read the terms and conditions, I could have signed my life away.
so PlayStation Network keep taking like money out of my account every month. So if I just cancel the debit card or ring the bank and be like, can you get this to stop?
Yeah, you ring the bank.
like a gym
Yeah.
membership.
Yeah, right. I need
But
to do it. Yeah.
see, because you've signed a direct debit agreement, then the bank can't cancel. But with that subscription, because it's just debit card and not
we need a
direct
lawyer to
debit.
lawyer us up here. Is there anybody
So,
out there with any knowledge?
Apparently, loads of people have been duped. But so, moral of the story: don't go near the zone.
Yeah,
everybody.
fuck that. Like
Don't go near the zone.
my flatmate pays for
In
all the Sky Sports and all, but that's like makes up for he's English. Sorry for my loss. Like, like that makes up for that. Like, but
Yeah, the Sky Sports.
yeah.
Yeah, but don't mind the Sky Sports because people actually watch that. Like some
Yeah.
little
There's actually,
shitty streaming service is trying to lock you in to fucking taking all your fuck off zone. Fuck right off round your own door. Like seriously, cheeky bastards. Anyways, this public service announcement has been brought to you by. Do you want to hear the word of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. This is the word of the week.
Pontificate.
Yes.
I should really know this.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Is pontificate to put emphasis on something?
So you're right in terms of it is something that's used when regarding with regards to language and speaking, right? So I thought pontificate was a good word because I use it quite a lot. Whenever I'm referring to certain people, playwrights, or things. I'm going to give you the dictionary definition because that's Zac Efron. So it's to express one's opinions in a pompous and dogmatic way.
So like the zone to Sean earlier on,
Yeah.
pontificated. They were like,
Yeah, like, it's usually whenever somebody is using like overly floral
like Boris Johnson.
language. Yeah,
Like,
they're describing something so simply, but they're using like really floral language, or they're trying to make it sound, a lot more complex than what it is. You could say that someone's pontificating.
Yeah, because I was at a gig recently, and there's and someone was talking. They were using words like, "Yeah, there's the acquiescence of the guy, and he's a real capricious." I went, "Just use fucking normal words." But
They were pontificating.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, you're like pontificating the fuck.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? But I love it because whenever you say pontificate,
you're doing it, yeah,
pontificate.
yeah.
Stop trying to dress it up.
you're talking shit.
Capricious is the word I like using, but then that's pontificating. Yeah,
Gilding the lily, one
yeah.
might say. Yeah, pontificate.
gilding the lily. Yes.
Give me your definition of capricious.
Capricious. I think it's. God, I've forgotten now. It was actually me in that story. I think it's someone who's sneaky or something. Cantankerous was the word I was thinking. Cantankerous is like
Cantankerous.
someone who's like wild, set in their ways, and a born bastard, like dull and stuff.
Yeah, like a cantankerous wee bastard.
Capricious means vulnerable to like emotional mood swings out of nowhere.
Oh, really?
I think.
I would like to. I looked up capricious not long ago because it was used in a novel that I was reading, and yes, given to sudden and unaccountable changes in moods. Or
Oh yeah, and
behaviour.
yeah.
Yes,
But I
there-
think that someone was using it to describe someone being, oh, he's a bit, he's a bit of a melter. Like, he's capricious, just say melter.
capricious as fuck.
Yeah.
Although in saying that capricious, another word for capricious that I enjoy is mercurial.
Mercurial?
Mercurial.
What's mercurial mean? Like this-
Mercurial's like someone who's like up and down. But when you think about mercury in a thermometer, it in accordance with like how hot or cold it gets, mercury will go up and down, up and down. So if someone's mercurial, you'll be like, mercurial old fuck.
That's
Do you
better
know
than
what I
being
mean?
like, he's a mad cunt.
Yeah, he's a
His mood
mad
just switches,
bastard.
like-
So he is. He's capricious as
Just
fuck.
flicks like a switch.
The smicking side of me, like when I hear mercurial, reminds me of like the football boots Ronaldo used to wear. They were like
really?
we Nike Mercurials. That's what they were called.
Is that what they were actually called? Nike Mercurial?
Did you ever get boots when you were a child? Like, I remember my mom get me Adidas Predators, and I suddenly expected to go out and fucking rip it up on the pitch,
Yeah.
and I'm like, nothing's changed. I'm still shit.
No, it's like your go faster
Yeah.
gutties. You have the new gutties on, you're like, I can go faster in these. And then it turns out that you actually go slower because you get blisters on the back of your heels because they're not broken yet. Do you ever
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that?
I used to like blame his shoes all the time. Oh, it's the shoes, man. Once I get good shoes, the
Yeah.
football career will take off.
Yeah.
And then she bought me Adidas Predators, and I was still getting skinned inside out.
Oh, babe.
There's we Nike Mercurials are.
Oh, look,
like,
do you know I remember those? They must have been really popular, weren't they?
I remember seeing Gabby Bunlahor.
Jeez, what a throwback there.
Now, see those Nike Mercurials? I'm nearly sure that I had a wee pair of shoes. They were made into a pair of gutties, and people wore them as gutties
I
as
had
well.
like a white and blue pair, like, and because I remember watching Gabby Bunlahor playing for Villa on Match of Day and going like, he's fast as fuck. It must be in boots.
Must be the boots, yeah.
He's now like a talk sport like slobber.
Yeah.
You go from like you
Pundit.
Go, yeah. But the way pundits go, they either go into like the formal.
Speaking of pundits,
Yeah.
they pontificate quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I only realised this because obviously I am not really that big into sport. I'm not into sport. You can tell by looking at me. But I was listening to people talking about pundits before,
Yeah.
and this guy had cut together all the times that like every pundit he had heard had said the phrase, running out of superlatives here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's quite a pontificate sentence for a pundit to use. And I was like, yeah, brilliant, fantastic, absolutely. I'm running out of superlatives here, Dave. And I was like, did they really say? But then apparently they must all think that sounds like a great, like really clever sentence. So
There's a fucking pundit now who's like the main one for Sky Sports, called Ian Drury.
what, like Ian Jury and the Blockheads?
Oh, he's a melt.
No,
Is
not-
this who I'm thinking of.
not
And he-
Ian-
Peter Drury.
Peter Drury, sorry.
And he someone will take a
Drury.
throw in.
You're thinking of reasons to be cheerful. Part free.
Someone will take a throw in and say the player was. It was Cole Palmer used to play for City, now Chelsea, and he took a throw in and he went, Chelsea's or City's boy is now Chelsea's man, and I'm like, just fucking relax.
He's the main.
You did this wee thing there
pontificator.
where it made you feel dirty. You were like, stop talking like that.
Yeah. I'm watching like football. It's just like can be smacked out at times, and he's bringing poetic license to it.
Yeah.
And
You're like,
it
"Oh,
is
yes."
cool. He is quite cool, like the way he speaks about football.
He's
but
being pontificated. Who's the guy? I love your man. That just he was basically if I was a pundit, and there was one where it's like absolutely Jeff, you know the guy, and they're
Oh,
like, oh what?
Chris Kamara?
Chris Kamara, I love him.
He can't speak now. He's got something really bad illness.
I
yeah.
met Chris Kamara.
Did you?
Yeah, he's a real legend. Like,
So, have I ever told you the story about winning a competition on a packet of crisps?
No. What? You won something on. I didn't know anybody actually won those
Neither
competitions.
did I. Right? My dad.
You're probably the only one that actually entered.
yeah, I think so.
Everybody goes, they fucking never win.
My dad was dropping the coal home. I was still in school at the time, and we were coming back, and he stopped at the shop in Carlisle Circus, and they get us like a few things for lunch in the morning. And he says, "What crisp do you want?" And I was like, "We packed on McCoy's." I got flame grilled steak. He got Thai sweet chicken.
I love Thai
Right.
sweet chicken.
They're
the
but
best.
in the morning, he ran out the door and forgot to lift his lunch. And
The
then,
green ones.
And I went, here, you know what? I actually fancy them Thai sweet chicken ones instead.
Fuck.
I lifted his, went into school, and I think it was like third period or something. I was sitting in physics, I was just bored of bollocks sitting there, and I was trying to sneakily eat my lunch.
You have to suck the crisps so that they don't make any noise whenever you bite into them.
Like very slowly eating
Yeah.
crisps, and I had already had my sandwich, and I had finished the crisp. I was that bored, I started reading the terms and conditions on the fucking McCoys.
Imagine that. Somebody's actively trying to teach you about a subject that they have went and studied at a degree level, and you're like,
What's up
this
with
is
these
boring
McCoys
as
here?
fuck. Let's read the terms and conditions on
this
the
bag.
packet of crisps.
And
It says more about his teaching.
yeah, I know he was actually a good teacher, but
He was the real McCoy.
I saw, or there was a competition on the packet, and it says like win football league tickets, right? But it was, and I saw the adverts for it. It was more so like to encourage people to go to lower league football league games, to go to like championship games, to go to League 1 games, League 2 games. And so what you would do is you could enter and you could win tickets to go see Burton play Hartlepool or something. No, like smaller teams play each other. To increase their
Brentford
attendance.
used to be like that now.
Yeah.
Brentford's
Yeah.
massive.
And
Look at me, knowing shit.
there you go. There you go, brother.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We're on Sky Sports at no time with Peter Jury pontificating.
I'll be pontificating, yeah.
And
Maybe that's why you call them pundits. They just couldn't say pontificate.
yeah,
Shorten it down. Pontificate.
So I entered it for the crack because I was going, if I end up getting an away trip to Carlisle here, I'm not going, but at least
cool,
it'll be a bit of crack just to fucking win them.
Yeah.
You know? So I sat and put it in the wee URL.
He already thought he was going to win them. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he's fucking optimist here.
I know,
The bag was half full.
I didn't think I was going to win it. Anyway, and I put in, it says like put in the fucking serial number
Right.
on the packet of crisps.
Did you go, there's only a serial number here? There's no fucking serial
There's no packet of crisps number.
Very good.
So I put it in and it came up platinum winner.
Fucking hell.
And I went, what's that mean? And
It's like whenever you used to get them scratch cards in the post that everybody won on. You're like, am I really a platinum
I know,
winner?
that's what
Yeah, for the Irish language.
my first,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Did I really
first-
win 10 grand or is this just some company looking me to pay them £2,000? You know what I mean?
I was going, I've bought a dodgy packet of McCoys.
Yes.
I was like, this is all a fucking
Rude.
a ruse, you know what I mean?
This is
I love the
Like,
fact that
drop
he's
me
sitting in his classroom and somebody's going to Einstein's theory of, and you're going,
I'm a platinum winner.
I'm a fucking platinum winner.
And
Platinum is one of the elements of the periodic table.
and it says check the terms and conditions to see what you've won.
Now, see if you'd have done that whenever you were signing up for Zone.
Yeah.
We've been in this fucking
You will be in this fucking mess.
We've been
Now you're a
120
fucking
quid.
platinum loser.
So I went the list of prizes, and it was like, you know, bronze prize was
League tickets, or?
a fucking, it was 12 pack of fucking McCoy's crisps. Silver prize was like a football,
Yeah.
right? A gold prize was a pair of tickets for something, right? Then it was like another fucking level, right? And it was like gold plus or something.
Yeah.
And that was, I can't even fucking remember what that one was, but the platinum one anyway was like top
Get
prize.
to the platinum. We're here on the
And
edge of our
it
seats.
was tickets to the championship playoff final
Fucking hell.
in Wembley, right?
What?
Paid fucking travel.
What?
Paid accommodation.
You won this.
VIP tour of Wembley. In hospitality seats. Free.
Photos or it didn't happen. You're putting
Oh,
photos.
well, indeed. I'll put them up.
Totally.
And you want a free meal. Like a 4-course meal for 2 people.
I'm
right?
surprised your dad didn't take it and go, that's me and your
Yeah,
man away for the weekend.
And it was a free bar as well.
It was the championship teams playoff.
It was Norwich and Middlesbrough.
What age were you?
I was 18.
So you were old enough to drink at the free
Yeah.
bar?
That's lethal.
Yes!
It was a week before my fucking 18.
Get in!
There's no fucking.
So it was a bad time, like, to be going over, but
It's never a bad time to get free shit.
and
Unless that
me,
free shit
me and
is
Nicole
so
went
bad.
over, and it was fucking
He
class.
got his hole
What
in
was
it.
it?
Fucking good.
And so we're 18 in the hospitality thing of Wembley.
Come
Oh
on.
my god.
And we're sitting there with fucking the other crisp packet winners.
This is where we packet of winners.
There was like 6 of us. No, like there must have been 3 winners of that prize. And
That's amazing.
next table was fucking Neil Lennon. Like,
Yes.
the table this way was Chris Kamara and fucking like loads of the other like pundits and all.
Get
and
away.
he was sitting, and Stephen Fry was like 3 tables away from us.
Stephen Fry.
Stephen fucking Fry,
Stop it.
who I fucking
I
love.
went,
after
incidentally,
a
I
packet
won
of
on a
McCoys.
packet of crisps
And,
that were fried.
And I couldn't build up a crowd to say hello to Stephen Fry, but I went up to Neil Lennon when I was already fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Locked, and I was like, "Hey Neil, I met you before. You know my bro."
Did you?
And he's going, "Who's your brother?" And I was going, "Pie McDonald." He's going, "Oh, I know your potty." And I was going, "Oh, that's good stuff, Neil. You're a fucking good lad." I'll put that in. So, and then the
Please
crew's
do.
going, "Sean, there's Cammy, you need to get Cammy, you need to get Cammy." And he was going out to his seat. And I was like, "Cammy!" Everybody turned around.
I love how Sean gets a few drinks in him and he's belligerent as
Like
fuck.
switch.
He's like,
Someone flicked the
you
switch.
know my
Snap.
bro. I couldn't possibly say, you know my bro.
Gets capricious.
He's very capricious. He's very
And,
mercurial and capricious.
And I got a photo with Cammy then, and then it was fucking even scundering because he was sitting when we went out to our seats. He was sitting like right in front of us.
No way.
So it was like fucking shit.
Ah,
And then the
brilliant.
crew was like, "I'm gonna get another wee photo of him here," and that thing happened.
The flash goes off.
The flash,
Oh,
and he
fuck.
turned around, and there's a photo of him like just going, like looking at the camera. I'll see if I can get that.
Like, for it, you missed it because we still need the Sean cam, but Sean
Yeah.
did.
But yes,
Chris
all that
Kamara
from
going, why are you taking photographs
all
to
that
the back
from
of
a
me
packet
head?
of Chris.
I love it. Oh,
amazing.
you met Chris off a bucket of crisps?
Yeah,
I fucking
unbelievable, Jeff.
love it. Unbelievable, Jeff.
a gag,
That
like from fucking
story
packet,
was
like McCoy's.
amazing. Do you know the closest thing we've ever got to that? My kid still enters competitions. He still hasn't lost the hope of, winning things. Life hasn't got to him yet. Whenever I was a kid, I used to save up. Do you remember cereal? The boxes of cereal?
You get free stuff.
Kellogg's get
yeah.
free stuff if you get you eat your way through fucking 4 boxes of Kellogg's cornflakes. It was never
There's like
anything
computer
nice.
vouchers and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, that was
wee
your
Tesco.
younger.
Yeah. That was my Mac. I had hundreds
That
of
was
them.
computers for schools or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
No, this was. I remember years and years ago. There was a wee collection of toy dogs that you could get if you had enough Weetabix or. I used to think there was no other kind of cereal. You only ever got Weetabix or cornflakes, cornflakes or Weetabix. That was it. And I saved them all up. My ma posted them away for me, and I could not wait. Every day I checked for this wee plastic dog to come.
Yeah.
And I remember I was right in my Aunt Anne Marie's waiting on my I used to call around here because she would give you a nice dinner and all, and then I'd go around to Mummy's
Fat
house and
water,
get
like,
another dinner.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was sitting there and she was like, she always used to know I was in looking something to eat or whatever. And, I loved hanging out with her. She was cool. She has a cool aunt. Shout out to Aunt Anne Marie. And I
Is
was
this
in-
the single aunt who's just always up for the crack? Or?
do you know what? No, she was single, but she is always up for the crack. She was just real cool. She was just sound. And I was round in her flat and she hadn't thrown me out yet. And she was like, right, Bronagh. And the phone rang, the house phone.
yeah.
And it was our Michelle going, Bronagh, there's a package here with your name on it. Like, when did anybody get mail back in the
Yeah.
90s, let alone a package? And I was like, there's a package with my name on it. And I remember I was like running out the door, and my Aunt Anne Marie came out of the kitchen with like her ladle in her hand and was like, Bronagh, I'm just about to put
Yeah, you're just about to
dinner
serve
out.
dinner.
And I was like, no, I'm okay. And I still think about this sometimes. That woman could not believe that I didn't want anything to eat. That she was actually
Did you
like,
get a dog?
she actually went, are you okay? Are you? And I was like, she went, are you sure you don't want something to eat?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure? And I was like, I'm away. I was already away. Ran, gasping all the way around to my house. By the time I get in, my mouth was drier than an aunt's cunt. And I got into the house and I ripped the package open and I was like, it's here. And I was thinking, and do you know what it was? It was like...
Just a wee toy like that?
It was like this size. And it was like just a wee like plastic poodle. And I remember thinking, And then all I could think about was me Aunt Anne-Marie putting those home-cooked chips out that she'd done in the chip pan on the plate. And I was like, can I not go back round there now? Like,
this is very doom and gloom now.
Yeah, I was just really disappointed.
You left starving, like.
So my kid entered a competition off the back of a pot noodle.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can win. Oh, tell you a lie. It was a packet of super noodles. He entered. I want this for posterity, actually, because whenever he listens to these after I'm dead, I want him to know that we did this. He entered a competition. It was on the back of a packet of super noodles, and you could win like a Pokemon, something cool Pokemon. And he was so excited. He'd actually went down to the shop, and instead of buying himself sweeties, he bought himself a packet of super noodles. He was like, "Yeah, I got this because I'm going to enter this competition." We went, right, okay, son. And whenever he had the super noodles, he kept the wee packet there, and we looked, the both of us, and went, shit. The competition closing date was the day before.
Oh, it's heartbreaking, like.
So I was like, oh man, the child. So we went in and we told him, we went, we'll put your name in there. We did the website because he didn't have a phone. I was like, we put your name in the website and we entered you into the competition and they said you've won something.
That's low.
And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you've won some Pokemon thing. We don't know what it is yet, but you've won it. And he was like, oh, I'm so happy. So we went online and ordered this really cool, like, he was waiting on this. It was a Mewtwo. Mm-hmm. Like the golden one, like, and it was a figurine, like this big figurine, and we went on Amazon and ordered it, and then we were like, I couldn't wait for it to get there, and whenever it got in, we were like, look,
that's a proper lovely story.
This is from Super Noodles.
That's top level parent.
Yeah,
but that child to this day still buys things that have competitions on it because he's like, because I want that Mewtwo. Do you know what I mean?
You'll have high hopes. It's going to be a massive gambler.
Got it.
That's him started now.
That's how all his gambling started. Oh my
God. Taking passport photos to get on the app.
On the Super, I want a Super Noodle account.
Like
See, this is the saddest thing ever.
Okay, sad faces.
We were like swapping one of our old cars, when I was younger, like our family car. We were trading that in to get a new car. And I remember the day we went to leave the old car back, I used to sit and play with Pokemon cards in the back seats of it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And the day we went to leave the car in, I was like, I hope the next wee boy that is in the back of his car has as much fun as I have had. And I took my wee Mewtwo and put it underneath the headrest.
That's so funny.
Mewtwo's are worth so much money now.
And I put it underneath the headrest, and I was like, going, he can have that. And then I left the car behind. And I was like,
goodbye,
Mewtwo. You seen the guy who bought the car? It's a fucking.
Next thing you know, Jake Paul's running about with it round his fucking neck. Yeah. And Cons bought it for $4 million. You're going, that was in my dad's Ford Cortina.
Took this wee car over in the west. I lost, I think it was 4 PSP games on the flight.
Did you?
Yeah, my dad specifically gave me his bag and was like, don't lose this. No worries. Lost it.
You're me.
The full PSP, all 4 games and stuff.
Did you?
I remember beating the Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End video game, being like, right, well, that's it, put the bag away. And then as soon as we got back in Ireland, I was like, let's go, left the PSP. I remember my mum, I was out in the street playing with my mates, and my mum was like, Ciaran, where's your PSP games? And instead of asking or even thinking, I just burst into tears in the middle of my mates. I was like, way to let the side down,
oh, babe.
We never got the PSP back.
Why am I so emotional today?
Jake Paul's also knocking about me a
PSP. Your PSP. He's gone, this was left on a flight, I just happened to be here.
See what you were saying about Pokemon cards? There was a St. George's Market. I used to go down every Friday with my granny, and there was a Batman comic. I remember buying it. It was called Batman the Killing Joke, and it was really old. And I priced it the other day, or the other year, and it was it came up with something like there's copies of it going, like that edition, for like £500 on eBay. And I rang my dad and was like, do you still have that? And he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, I need to get up to the attic a second. Because like obviously the condition of it depends on the price and all. I'm like, vacuum seal that the fuck.
It's an alcohol version.
Sheldon
It's
Cooper,
brute,
the
man.
shit clean out of this. So, if you've been enjoying what we've been talking about so far, I would really love it if you could come over and join our Patreon. Give us a wee bit of support over there. Help put toward paying Sean for his time and effort. And come and see what we have to say on the rest of the Patreon, because I can assure you, we've already had the conversation. It was really funny. And do you know I've actually given myself a sore head from laughing so much
It's
this
the
episode?
greatest convo I think
This
we've ever...
is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Ciaran Franco.
Catholicism
And,
gets discussed deep.
yeah, we've had competition winners, Catholicism,
Dirty word of the week.
trips to McGabry, all
It's all on there,
sorts.
folks.
So yeah, please come along and find out what happens next on our podcast. Thank you so much.